Most men think a hug is nothing. A quick greeting, a polite goodbye, a moment that passes without meaning anything beyond the social obligation it fulfills. They go in, make brief contact, pull away, and move on without giving it a second thought. But here is what most men completely miss. A hug is one of the most revealing moments in any interaction with a woman. Because in that short window of physical contact, before either of you has had time to construct a response or filter a reaction, her body is communicating exactly how she feels. Her comfort level, her degree of connection, and in many cases, her attraction. The problem is not that women are hiding these signals. The problem is that most men have no framework for reading them, so they miss it entirely. They hug awkwardly, pull away too fast, or hesitate in a way that sends completely the wrong message back. And without realizing it, they break a connection that was just beginning to form, because here is the part most men never consider. Attraction does not only depend on what she shows. It also depends on how you respond. And if your response does not match the moment, if you pull back when she leaned in, if you hesitate when the signal was clear, you disrupt something that was happening naturally. You send her a message you never intended to send. Here are 4 types of hugs women give, what each one actually means beneath the surface, and how to respond in a way that deepens the connection rather than accidentally ending it. The first type is the friendly pat hug. This is the most common and the most misread. It lasts 1 to 2 seconds. Her body leans forward without full contact. You feel a couple of light pats on your back before she steps away. Everything about it feels polite, easy, and brief. And the moment most men experience it, they draw the same conclusion: she is not interested. That conclusion is where they go wrong. A friendly pat hug does not signal rejection. It signals that at this moment she feels safe and comfortable around you. There is no tension, no pressure, and no emotional weight behind the interaction. And that is actually a good foundation, because attraction rarely begins with intensity. It begins with comfort. When a woman feels genuinely relaxed in your presence, it creates a basis that can develop into something deeper over time. The mistake men make here is responding negatively. They become slightly distant after the hug. They stop investing in the interaction because they have already decided there is no potential. And that reaction kills the possibility before it has had any real chance to grow. A friendly hug is not the final result. It is the starting point. What you need to do in response is simple. Stay relaxed. Stay engaged. Do not force anything forward. Build on the comfort that is already there through your presence, your attention, your ability to make the interaction feel naturally more interesting without any visible effort. That is how a friendly hug evolves into something more. The second type is the firm hug. This one feels different the moment it happens. It lasts longer. There is more full body contact. Instead of feeling quick and perfunctory, it feels steady and intentional. Her arms wrap around you with genuine pressure. She does not rush to pull away. For a brief moment, there is a sense that she is actually present with you rather than just going through a social motion. This hug usually signals comfort and genuine familiarity. She enjoys being around you. She feels genuinely at ease in your space. And that matters more than most men realize, because comfort is one of the most powerful foundations that real attraction is built on. A woman who feels truly relaxed around you becomes more open, more natural, and more willing to stay in moments rather than managing them from a distance. Here is where men most often lose the opportunity. Instead of recognizing that something has shifted, they respond exactly as they would to a friendly hug. They pull away quickly. They break the moment before it has had time to mean anything. From her perspective, that response creates a small disconnect. She leaned in, and you did not meet her there. The correct response is simple, but requires genuine awareness. When you feel the hug is firmer and lasts a beat longer than expected, stay in it. Not dramatically. Not in a way that feels forced. Simply a second longer than you normally would, calmly and without tension. That extra moment communicates something important: that you are comfortable, that you are not reacting from nervousness, and that you can hold a moment without needing to escape it. The third type is the lingering hug. Here the difference is not just in duration but in quality. With a lingering hug, she does not rush to end it. Her body stays close. Her arms remain without tightening or releasing quickly. There is a pause where neither of you immediately steps back. And that pause is significant because in the language of physical contact, those small, unhurried moments carry real weight. When a woman lingers in a hug, it means she is comfortable enough to stay in the closeness without feeling the need to create distance. Her body relaxes rather than preparing to withdraw. Her grip softens slightly. Her posture becomes more natural rather than controlled. These are not random physical behaviors. They are responses to how she actually feels in that moment. She is not just tolerating the proximity. She is enjoying it. The most common mistake here is panic. Men feel the moment extending longer than expected, and instead of staying with it, they pull away too early, usually out of habit or uncertainty. In doing so, they interrupt something that was naturally building. The key response is the simplest one. Do not rush. Stay relaxed. Allow the moment to exist without trying to control it or end it before it is ready to end. You do not need to do anything extra. You simply need to be present. Because when you are calm inside that closeness, unhurried, steady, unaffected, you communicate something that no deliberate action could produce as effectively. Genuine confidence. And that is what allows everything to move forward naturally. The fourth type is the intimate embrace. This one leaves no ambiguity. It is not quick, not casual, and not neutral. Her body leans fully into yours rather than maintaining careful distance. There is complete contact rather than a polite approximation of it. You may feel her head resting near your shoulder. Her arms wrap around you with genuine intention rather than social performance. She does not pull away after a few seconds. She stays. In some cases, her hands move very slightly along your back, not rushed, not random, but slow and completely relaxed. This is not accidental. This type of hug signals strong emotional comfort and, in most cases, genuine attraction. Personal space is something people protect instinctively. They do not allow this level of physical closeness unless they feel genuinely safe, connected, and comfortable in that moment. And when someone chooses to remain inside that closeness beyond what social convention requires, they are communicating something their words may not yet have formed. You begin seeing what was always there. But here is the part most men still get wrong even after they understand the signals. They overthink them. They try to analyze every individual detail, looking for certainty rather than observing patterns over time. And in doing that, they miss the bigger picture entirely. Attraction does not live in isolated moments. It lives in patterns of consistent behavior. One signal may mean very little, but when you see the same signal appearing across multiple interactions, when her physical communication repeatedly reflects comfort, closeness, and genuine engagement, that is when the picture becomes clear. And when it becomes clear, you do not need to force anything. You do not need to create something that is not already there. You simply need to be present, stay calm, and respond in a way that matches the moment rather than retreating from it, because the men who understand this do not chase attraction. They simply stop breaking it.